I don't know if I'm gonna make this video public. I'm kind of leaning towards a no. But I am at Loon Lake today, which I don't know how much I recorded of Loon Lake before when I was working for the forestry company out of Coos Bay. I would have to pass by Loon Lake every time I wanted to, well, I had to drive up to work. So I might have gotten a couple clips of it when I was working there. But I don't know if I ever really stopped here to do anything. I might have. Anyway, I'm here today because I forget this is a BLM site, and normally it would be open. It's not today. They must be out of season, and for some reason, instead of just shutting down the campground, they shut down the entire day use area. So, there's one specific trail here that I want to do. There's a nice little waterfall trail, so I plan on doing that. Not very long, but I just wanted to get out here and do it because I just got news today that I am not going to be working for the BLM with the job that I was hoping I was going to get. I've been waiting around trying to see if I was still being considered, and I finally got an email today saying that I was not in the final selection. So that was a big bummer. Figured I needed to get out of the house and do something. And while I was on the mind of the BLM, I figured might as well stop up here, go to a place that I hadn't been before. I was hoping it was going to be open, but it's not, so I parked outside and I walked in. But yeah, so I'll do a little trail. That'll probably be it for now. Here's the beach section. Sand's all pushed up here. I don't know if they're doing a renovation project or not. Looks like there are a couple projects going on, but who knows when they'll get back into it. Probably pretty soon. There are some really nice Doug firs out here. Very big old trees. Like that's probably a good 400-year-old tree, if not older. Some really nice examples of old trees out here. There's some old western hemlocks too. This one's not too big, but fairly big. In the book that I was reading, I've been reading about the succession of forests over the years in kind of the western half of Oregon. After the Doug firs have kind of established themselves and then reach their old age and start dying off, they get replaced by western hemlock and western red cedar. So someday all of these big old Doug firs will kind of die out, and then the red cedars and the western hemlocks will be the climax forest until some big major disturbance comes through, like a crown fire or logging. It's pretty neat to see. And I think I reached the end of it. I don't know if there's anywhere else I can really go from here. There's the falls. Up these steps here on that sheer rock face. That rock is so pretty. It's so hard to see out here in a lot of places because it's covered in moss. But in a couple spots, especially on the drive up here to Loon Lake, you can see through where the maples were after they lost their leaves. And you can see some nice craggy areas, which is pretty. It's nice. Well, yeah, that's it. There's kind of this scramble up the side there, but I'm not gonna bother doing that. I got my nice view of the falls, so I'm gonna start working my way back now. Yeah, that job thing was a real bummer to hear on a Friday, but I guess it's just back to the drawing board. Ooh, look at this big old snail shell here. Probably a real guy that got scared when I walked past. But anyway, yeah, I guess I'll hit the drawing boards again, or hit the job boards more specifically, and see what else I can try and rustle up. I think there's a squirrel or maybe a red-tailed hawk yelling at me. But yeah.